So you're not gonna restream because
Yeah, I'm clicking stream again. Alright, we are live by the looks of things, although restream's being a bit slow.
Your team is banning.
We're good on most pages. For some reason the video playback isn't coming up. There it goes. So, we're here with the grand finals. It is Glory Guild in the blue team, MOJO on the red. Kaja's the first ban. I'm here with my co-host Rayash. How you doing, man?
hello, hello. You seem to be having trouble with the power right there.
Yeah, couple of rolling power cuts. Really annoying timing, but we'll just get on and see what we can do. It is what it is. There's nothing.
Yep, the show must go on.
That's the
Show
one.
must go on despite the internet, like whatever. We'll just
Yep.
head into the drafting picks. First off, Kaja with the pickoffs. Then they want a Fanny, and they don't want to go against a Fanny. And interestingly enough, two of the support bans is going to be it's Glory Guild versus MOJO. Am I correct?
That's correct. It's Glory Guild 1 in the blue, MOJO 1 in the red.
Estes and the Farms ban. They know they're capable of these healer type Ube strategies, so
Yep.
decided to ban this out. But the 1-1 is open, so I believe it's the first 1-1 we've seen in play.
Yeah, we haven't actually seen it in play. Maybe in round 1, but not very often for sure.
Yeah, not really often, as 1-1 is still a really broken pick, especially if you can master this hero. But they're gonna answer that back with the Joy, another really good ban pick being slipped off their hands. And as well as the Ling, a very specialty for Lutizi, but Arnold was open, and they're gonna be happy to take that, especially from Sivgod. Since they got a Joy already, and another utility jungler onto Zeref, which is the Fredrin. So, interesting stuff. A lot of good picks so far. Well, then again, there's a lot of respect bans, which means
Yep.
like a lot of heroes are open.
That's true. They've left open quite a few because they've been so respectful of the main picks that the other team is good with. And we're going to see the last pick of phase 1. It's a Moskov.
All right, solid pick. Even though 1-1's still very broken, it all goes down to the late game on how you transition into the late game. For starters, in the second phase of the ban, still respecting the burst damage, Kadita. It's still very versatile in the mid. Like, you can play her as Roam and mid lane. So no matter where you pick, Kadita can still go somewhere if you want to go double damage, or like a damage dealer, and then some support in the roaming position. And speaking of roam, they banned out the Lolita, so they don't want their 1-1's projectiles to be blocked by that bulwark, the shield. So that's gonna be out of the picture. Savior is going to be their mid laner pick for MOJO 1. Really solid, and as well as a lot of range. Coincidentally enough, Moskov and the Savior both have global ultimates. So in terms of range with the ultimates, they're gonna have to be lucky if they want to snipe down those people, especially when they're low health.
Right. But we might see some fadeaway jump shots from free.
So the mid laner and the roamer apparently are going to be picked out, and it's going to be the Lunox and the Franco. Lunox can burst people down, but in a bit of a 50-50 considering their picks on how they work. But a traditional roamer pick, going to be the last pick for MOJO 1, is going to be the Kufra. Really solid option. It does not but it does not block the Arlot, because Arlot's second skill, his dash, will still have to continue in the face of the bouncing ball. But it is to answer the 1-1 though, so that's good enough. And it's another traditional roamer pick. You can't go wrong with the Kufra with the long range sets. So range and mobility is obviously going into the hands of MOJO 1, but in terms of full-on fights and single target damage, it will go into the favor of MOJO 1. So whoever executes their specialties first might be in the ascendancy here.
Nice. Well, interesting stuff and great tactical breakdown there from you, Rayash. We're looking forward to this. Game 1 of the finals. It's best of 3. Glory Guild 1 versus MOJO 1.
And let's head right into the land of Dawn. We're gonna see first the junglers, both junglers getting leashed by their teammates on the right side of the map.
Yep.
So away from the Little Wanderer, which is going to spawn on the left side.
And Vision got himself in a little early trouble. To back
A
off.
lot of Vision there, really trying to cause some disruptions up onto the blue side of the jungle, which was scouted by Routricity and AshDR to prevent that from happening, because he can hook the buff and is going to delay the jungler, which
Right.
is
A big problem. Yep.
Luke Teasy. You hook a buff when you're trying to clear it, then it's going to be out of your range and it's going to regen, so you don't want that to happen. Look at Sivgod over here, trying to apply some vision as well as distraction there. She is level 3, but meanwhile, an early pickoff.
Yeah, Zeph went down on the other lane.
Okay, first kill going over to MOJO 1. Zeph looking to be in a very rough spot, especially that AshDR really has openings for the gold place, and another engagement by Routricity, and he gets the kill. Unsuspecting place that Vision did not see that coming.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Sneaky. Very sneaky indeed.
And Zeph looking for another
Zeph in
pickoff, and
trouble.
another. Routricity getting all of the kills. A kill is a kill, but then again, it's not. The roamer is not where you want to give the kills to.
Luke Teasy hanging around in there too long, but gets out.
But nonetheless, it's still a really huge advantage for MOJO 1 so far.
Yep, that's a very good early lead, and we'll see whether they can make that and press it forth, or if it's going to swing back. Glory Guild gets the turtle.
That's some compensation, but then again, they had to use it to compensate with the 3 kills that has gotten over to MOJO 1 onto Zeph 2 times, which is really bad in the early game.
Right. And they're going to have to probably pivot and protect him a little bit more over there, right?
Zora with those moves there, but Sivgod dealing a lot more damage, but Zora is still looking very healthy there. Zareth cutting onto the orange buff, but Luke Teasy is aware, so it's a bit of an orange trade, so nothing serious happening going on, but Routricity got the stun onto the there. Winter is going to light ultimate, but it's not enough to escape. Tempest of Blaze going in, the hook almost going onto the Kufra. Meanwhile, Routricity actually
on Dre.
Zori getting the kill onto Dre there. Really good response from the XP laner to join in on the team fights. A bit of a sacrifice onto Sivgod getting having free will onto the gold plates. But yeah, a bit of a wash.
Yep.
But
Yep, interesting. They've managed to not let the early lead turn into a massive gold disadvantage. It's still only 1,000 and they can still come back from there. So interestingly poised, only 3 minutes 30 into the game.
Yeah, but the thing is, even though it's that's a small advantage, if you're going to look at the key heroes that you should give your gold to, is going to clearly be in favor of MOJO, but Routricity getting picked off with a crossbow Tang getting the kill over to Vision, so they got something back.
Yep, it's pretty much all tied up on gold and nearly tied up on kills now. They'll be very happy with that. Good early play. Wow, Zeph nearly going down there, but not quite enough. Not quite within the threshold.
Dawning Light, he doesn't have... just before he completed his Enchanted Talisman as we head into the itemizations, just as the turtle is being contested here. But what a hook mid-air! A hook mid-air onto Luke Teasy. He manages to escape.
Yeah.
2-man stun onto the blue side. Zareth, with a lot of commotion, secures the second turtle of the game.
That meant they had to give up the turtle there, really. As soon as Luke Teasy got that mid-air hook on him, it was like, oh, no, we got to back up
Luke
here.
Teasy, that is like... Yeah, it's almost impossible to get a hook
Mid-air.
onto someone flying.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what
impressive.
I mean? It's like you're catching a fish,
It's
or at least a bird or something. It's like, you know, it's very lucky, very fortunate for DeFranco to get that lucky shot onto the Ling so that he couldn't be in position to get that contestant onto the turtle.
for sure. And I'm just going to quickly shout out the chat. Let's go. One of them says it's the same teams again. Well, oh, and Zora went down off screen for me over on the top lane. Wow, interesting stuff. It's the same team again. Actually, yeah, they were in the semi-finals yesterday and they both won. So today's the final.
Good response rather up to Luke TZ to try to give a little bit of a shutdown onto Zora. He did get a sufficient kill for himself, so Luke TZ would try to balance out some of that advantage onto them.
Yep.
But CEO Winter looking to get some retribution, not the spell, but some revenge kills, and Zora is going to get that kill onto Sif God with the help of CEO Winter.
Wow, I just missed that off screen, but yeah, very good kill, and that kind of shows how even these teams are matched up and how tactical this game has been so far. And they're about to burn down
the finals.
Yeah, exactly, for sure, and it's great stuff that we're seeing it here in the final. And yeah, they just took down a tower for themselves there on the bottom lane.
Yeah, it is the finals. It's two of the best teams, so it's for sure it's gonna get tactical as the team fight is gonna go on. Electricity is gonna have to flicker out of harm's way. Luke TZ, a little bit of a late entry, but not gonna quite engage just yet. The third turtle has been spawned. Zeref having a head start, but Luke TZ is now in the area. They're gonna have to reset for safety.
Right.
I'm gonna have to look at the itemizations here because it's very interesting that the Lunox first built the Clock of Destiny, so yeah, she really hurts early on. Hold that thought. It's scooched over onto the red side. Gonna suffice a stun out onto Vision. Electricity crossbow tying. Got the hook onto SDR. Mystic Field. So much crowd control. Zeref. Many people are falling. Currently it's a 2-4-3 trade in favor of MOJO
Wow.
1.
Unbelievable stuff there. Great team fight, and I had the items up the entire time, but I still managed to keep it in shot. Yeah, great stuff there, and every time that Glory Guild seems to be getting back into it, MOJO find an answer, and the match has swung back and forth a few times.
Look, it's 1 HP.
Wow.
Civ got zoning her out, and that secures the third turtle over to MOJO 1. Very close call.
Yeah, it was really close, and also the kill there as well. That made it a 4-for-2 in the last. It wasn't a 4-for-2 trade in the team fight, but in the last couple of minutes, yeah, exactly.
4-for-2 and a turtle as well. So a clear win going over to MOJO 1. Got 4 kills and a turtle. You're gonna take that any day, twice on Tuesdays.
Nice. Civ got in a bit of trouble here, but gets
the amount of dashes SDR does not have any dashes left. Oh no.
That's
but
funny.
Electricity looking to get something. Zora still manages to get out of the way. But
And we
meanwhile,
missed
onto
a
the
kill.
bottom lane, another kill. A godlike hook by Luke TZ. Oh, but Theo Winter manages to finish, and the Dark Ultimate
Wow.
managing to get the double kill onto the Lunox. 2-for-2 trade across the map.
Yeah, interesting there.
It's really even.
Yep.
It is really even.
Yep, you can tell these
Like
two
kills
teams.
going all over the place.
Yep, and you can tell these two teams have studied each other since the last final in Season 4. Glory Guild was successful in that one. MOJO looking for the revenge. And so far, looking good, but not so far ahead, and Glory Guild won't feel like they're in a bad position at all.
I have to take a look at the itemizations. We haven't get a chance to talk about it because there's so much action going on already. So, like I said, Lunox having a lot of damage already. Currently at 5.4k, having 2 overcore items. But the Savior is not falling behind so far. He does have the cooldown reduction. Moskov already has the golden staff, so he's clearly online with the attack speed. And we're gonna see if it's going to We're gonna see it in the test there as they are unfortunate positioning, and Vision got the hook onto Electricity. He's gonna suffice a bloody hunt onto Vision. Now Vision actually dies there. There's so much acid, I can't tell who's on.
Yeah, Vision
And,
went down. And Luke Teasy gets the double kill.
Red team hero has
And then Civ God goes down off screen.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, very messy. Very
And
messy
Glory
team fight.
Guild take the Lord in the complete calamity of that. But yeah, that was crazy. Again, pretty much a trade up. There's still only 3 kill advantage for MOJO. So ever since then, every kill has been just back and forth.
Very messy team fight as much as our play plays, but look at that, another engagement. Cooper
Vision in
on
trouble.
to the Franco, forced to flicker out. Nobody home on the hook. Zaref. Luke TC is gonna jump in. CEO Witcher did not get crowd controlled, but he dies anyway. But a really good timing on the bloody hunt onto Luke TC. 1-for-1 trade so far. Got that taunt onto the Cooper and as well as the hook. Vision
it
getting that
is.
kill. A 2-to-1 trade, and they're gonna siege onto the middle tower.
Yeah, and Dre has to back right up and just let them do it. He's got no
Back and forth.
choice.
Back and forth, banger after banger. I can't even tell who's in the advantage there. MOJO 1 had some kill advantage, but in terms of gold, it went over to Glory Guild.
And the towers.
So-
Yep.
The towers in advantage going over to
Glory Guild
going
as
to Glory Guild.
well. Yep.
But then again, like in terms of team fights, the damage output is still kind of the same.
Right.
But what you have to look at is the gold going into the individual heroes, because right now the Arlot is currently the most farmed for Glory Guild.
I see. Yep.
So
and
you're gonna have to look at him for the damage output.
Yes, indeed, and that's where it's going to become a very interesting battle. They're both sort of being very cautious here on the edge of the left-hand jungle, and MOJO get their orange buff. Interesting, a lot of waiting going on.
Yeah, they are transitioning into the late game. It's 12 minutes into the game, 2,000 gold difference, but that's in favor of Glory Guild. But you're gonna have to look at the late game right now, because Moskov currently has his Wind of Nature, so he's gonna block all the damage output from the Arlot and the 1-1. But the 1-1
What a
as
good
well
shot.
does have her own lifeline.
Good
Donning
shot.
light,
He just
getting a bit of a poke.
Yeah, he just annoyed them. He found all of them inside of the bush with one shot. That was funny.
Yeah, do not underestimate the poke potential of the Savior. He does have the lightning truncheon, so the poking potential is going to be through the roof. So you're going to have to build a little bit of magic defense in order to, to defend against that, basically.
Yep, for sure. Right, well, we've had the moment of disengagement, but here comes the second Lord, and I think we may see another team fight break out.
Not quite yet, so
maybe
we're just
not.
gonna delegate one. Yeah, just one to handle. But CEO Winter, look at the Lord being shredded, but who's gonna take it in the end? It's still Zareth there,
yeah.
and Luke TZ is gonna get out of harm's way. A sufficient bloody hunt onto
Civ
Civ
God's
God.
in
There,
trouble.
he gets knock up one, getting controlled by the
Wow.
Kufra. It is going to be a
Vision
team fight.
gets
It's going
him.
to be a fight. Civ God gonna get picked off by the Kufra, and one down, so they're gonna have to back off because the Lord is in Glory Guild's hands.
Yeah, that was a tough fight there. They just sort of timed it, got there a little bit late to the party, and Luke Teasy could be in trouble over here, but he has a lot of maneuverability, so...
He's gonna try to get some lane clear in a way, but oh man. Okay, so in terms of team fights, yeah, currently is going over to Glory Guild. But if did you see that Lord getting melted down by the Phonox? That is the beauty. Oh, but look, whoa, damning like killing off the Guru, the Arlok rather.
Luke Teasy in
The light
trouble, but
ultimate.
Zeph in trouble too.
Luke Easy getting picked off, 2 getting stunned by the Kufra. Zev trying to dash all over the place, but Civ God manages to catch the 1-1 there. Currently 3-1 in favor of MOJO.
Wow, swings
again,
again.
Back and forth.
Back
Like most of the team fights are a lot a lot of team fights are happening, but multiple wins are going to either team. So we can't even tell who's in the clear advantage right now.
It's crazy. What a fun game this one has been. Good job by Glory Guild early. Good job by MOJO in the middle. Good job by Glory Guild in the late game, and then
We can't
MOJO
even-
coming back
can't even
too.
tell.
It's crazy.
It's comeback after comeback, so like, yeah, it's just game one, by the way. So
Yeah, there's
a
still.
lot of things are still going to happen in the later parts of this series.
For sure, we're looking forward to it, and yeah, purple buff going down pretty fast. Good chain there, good hook.
Got a hook. Got a electricity, might be the
big
pickup.
trouble.
He got the stun. He
Yeah.
trades his life.
Yeah.
Pickup, but a return going onto the top lane.
Wow,
for this
Sid God
god.
gets Zora just as that happened, and then Dre goes down though. He got trapped there, and
Things are happening left and right.
yeah, it's crazy stuff. And then moving on to the middle tower.
A defensive Tempest Ablaze, but did not manage to save their tower. Permanent damage going to the middle inhibitor. Civ God taking so much damage by that
Yeah,
Lunox.
I saw that. That
He
was
is full build. Lunox with the mystery shop, full build, full penetration, full magic power. So CEO Winter, she is going to be the one that you're gonna have to watch out for
sure, and we can see there that Glory Guild have pulled it closer. It's now only 2 kill deficit, and they have the gold lead. They have the tower lead, and I think it's on MOJO to have to step up and do something a little bit different to change the tides now.
Across the board, basically all of the heroes are late game potential. Like, yeah, you have the game damage up to Zeref when he takes a lot of damage with the Appraiser's Wrath, dealing a lot of damage. Speaking of damage, Civ God, a fight going to the
Wow.
second tier turret.
Rockstricity caught, Teasy caught even. Wow, but
Again,
Zora
I tried-
goes down again.
Zora-
Unbelievable.
It's a 2v1 situation. Yeah, he couldn't fight against that, but Luke Teasy, like, kind of a botch onto the other side of the map from where I'm looking at.
Civ got
It's a hook
stunned,
on
pulled.
Civ God. Doesn't have the bloody hunt though. Civ God is trying to survive 4v1. He got electrifying beads. He got the shields up.
Wow.
Then picked up. Oh,
Unbelievable.
survivability and damage output at its finest. You do not give the joy to literally anyone who mastered that hero.
Yeah,
He
that
has
was
4 damage items
crazy.
as well as the Oracle. Like what we say in the Philippines, willing to go 1v1 against 4.
Wow, 1v4 against 4.
And that's no, it's an oxymoron. 1v1.
Yeah,
against
1v1
4.
versus 4. Yeah, it was good.
Oxymoron, guys.
Vision
But
in
another
trouble.
Pain mortality gonna get popped off, but it's gonna be enough with a flicker consumption.
Wow, but
But
is it?
Luke Teasy hooked up with the blaze, and he is gonna get picked off eventually. So 3 down currently to none. So clear advantage
Wow.
onto MOJO so far, and make that another. STR picking off
Zora, yeah.
Zora, and make that another. CEO Winter, light ultimate, did not manage to clear that cannon minion, and another casualty in favor of MOJO. It's just Zeref left trying to defend. Relatively long respawn timer so far. Dawning Light is gonna be a wipeout. Zef respawning in 1 second. No minion wave left. The mid lane minion wave is still on their way, so not gonna be quite able to defend it just yet. But
Rockstricity
Zef
might
manages to
get
a
in
couple
trouble.
of timing, did not get a kill. Two members are for Glory Guild. A cannon minion is there. Gotta get free hits. No free hitter. Moscow gets picked off.
They're gonna have to back up. Zef goes
A
down though.
successful defense in favor of Glory Guild.
Just
But it's a
about though,
3-for-3
because it's
trade.
a 3-for-3, yeah, and they kind of, yeah, it's one. Wow, Zora taking how much damage there as well? Crazy. All of these guys pretty much at full power now, and yeah, that was very close to the end of game 1, but Glory Guild hanging in there. They'll be happy just to be alive.
Everyone is full build, so it all goes down to decision making, shot calls, and your itemizations in order to defend against them, to have the team fights in your favor. But Glory Guild really going in deep. Zef
Civ got in
almost getting picked
trouble,
up by a Joy,
but
getting pushed
Zora
down by
goes
Zora.
down.
Point of Nature already popped. Did not get a kill just yet. Zep is super low. Flicker in, Bloody Hunt, and Luke TZ is gonna get punished. So
Wow.
2-for-1 trade. Too
In
many
the
trades.
Yeah, so now we're seeing it basically all tied up again, and wow, right now, it would be a good time to try and press any advantage you can, and they're doing that by going for the Lord.
In terms of who gets oh my god, another hook onto Electricity. Okay.
Got out
Okay,
of there.
calm down. It's a tank. Yep, it is. I was about to say, it is going to be the Lord dance is going to be the Lord's objective is in favor of Glory Guild because they have the Lunox and the Fredrin is still alive, while Luke TZ he's dead, incapacitated. So no jungler contestation. So MOJO is gonna have no choice but to defend this Lord, and it's in 20 minutes. 20-minute Lord. So it's gonna be a level 3 Lord coming into the mid lane. But the question is, will they be able to defend it?
Yeah, indeed, and it's going to be a tough one. Here it comes straight down the middle, and Glory Guild have been clearing up the jungle creeps. Anything they can attack, they are attacking.
It all goes down to wave management. As you can see in the middle and top, they're freezing the minions quite a bit so that more than one wave can go into the base in unison. So that's really good management. But will they be able to? Will they be able to defend it? Is Super Minion so far an attempt of an engagement there, but Electricity kind of failed right there. Civ got in the middle of everything. Vengeance popped. Multiple immortalities are getting popped as well. Quite long time getting the damage output, but 1-1 free hitting onto the base there. Lord is almost healthy there, and then your mini wave and game 1 going over to Glory Guild.
Wow, indeed, that's 1-0 to Glory Guild. Good performance from both teams. You can see how tight and close these matches are. 27 to 26 on the kill stats. That's tight, man.
Insane. Okay, this is where the real analysis will have to take place because there's no clear advantage on either team. But what I do have to say is Luke TZ, despite his really good mechanics onto this hero, he died quite a handful of times.
Yeah, more times than he would like, more times than he's used to, I would assume.
Yes, and yeah, with these types of deaths, that gives the side of Glory Guild like really a lot of openings for objectives because usually good good junglers would really have to time the retributions, but all the better if the opposing jungler would have to be incapacitated. So basically free contestations onto objectives like the turtle. You taking the turtle while Luke TZ is out of the picture. Yeah, it all goes down to the objective takings and the distributions of the experience.
For sure.
Like the gold XP and especially the lords. Like
yeah,
the amount
the
of
Lords,
successful
they
lords.
had every single one, right? And that really did help swing it, especially at the end there. Yeah. Incredible stuff. Let's turn right around and go into game 2 quickly. I know both finalists won't want to hang around too long. Here's the invite. And I'll invite you right away. And I'm looking for pacifism in the chat, in the box. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, like what you said, you shouldn't have to die as much times as you like because these deaths can cost you. That's for sure.
Yep, for sure, and they'll be trying to flip that. So let me turn the teams around because yeah, we've flipped sides. So we now have MOJO on the left as the blue team and Glory Guild in the red. These guys, I'll tell them go in the chat. They can go as soon as they're ready. Game 2, Season 5. MOJO needs the win to take it to best of 3. Glory Guild needs the win to make it 2 seasons in a row as champions.
Oh man, this is gonna be like extremely close, but then again, the decision makings you're gonna have to be on point if you really want
Yep.
to win this
And that will start with the
final.
drafts and the picks that the players are going to show us any second now. I better type go in chat again just so that they know. Okay, I was too late. Good stuff. Here we go.
All right, now Glory Guild is going to be on the red side and MOJO on the blue.
That's correct.
All right, are we seeing potential respect? I'm pretty sure we're gonna see the same stuff like the Estes and the Faramis. That's okay. There it is, the Faramis.
Is banning.
So 1-1 did kind of play a part there, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna reban this hero.
Sir, what's your
Oh, but
command?
no, the Fanny.
Is banning.
Still respecting the jungler, still respecting Luke TZ on his TZ tendencies with the assassin junglers. Will they ban the SS or would they attempt for the 1-1? Okay, the 1-1.
Team is banning.
Alright, and then Ling. Okay, full respect. Full respect onto Luke TZ.
Yep, even though he
So-
had a bad game with it, they're still saying we
Yeah,
don't, we don't want him having that this time.
But Kaja is going to be picked there. And they're still going to suffice with a Fredrin. They're still going to suffice with a Fredrin. Utility jungler did not get the wrong with, in the first match. But, oh goodness. Joy and the Fredrin once again in the hands of Glory Guild. They're going to stick to their guts, stick to what they know.
Yeah, good choices. We saw them perform well with them in every match that they've had them, so can't really argue.
Oh, but Civ got there.
Sivgod takes
Okay,
the
so-
Arla, and then the carry for HDR.
Alright, so they're potential, they think they're gonna potentially go for some more tanky lineups. They did have the Franco and the Fredrin. Yep, utility jungler carry is going to be a good answer. But for the XP laners, Zora and Sivgod, they swapped heroes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, like Arla going to Sivgod and Joy going to Zora.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Valentina though. So yep. So far, the ultimates that she can use is the Divine Judgment of the Kaja and the final sweep of the Arlot for a little bit of that crowd control. A ban they should be looking for is on the jungler as well. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go for another jungler, maybe Hayabusa. I stand corrected. It's gonna be the Savior.
Okay.
Savior did
And
prove to be
Moskov.
annoying in the last. Savior did prove to be annoying in the last match. So yep, a good good amount of respect onto Dre. We've seen a really good steal yesterday on days ago with Dre on the Savior.
Yep.
So say a good amount of respect. They are missing a roamer and a marksman, a gold laner. I'm not quite sure on who they should be picking. Maybe the Kufra, Saber. Okay, Saber. I'm pretty sure that's going into the role position. Not. Yep. Oh, Luke TZ. Luke TZ opting to go for the Karina.
Okay.
I kind of expected the Hayabusa, but then again, you're against the Saber. So I'm pretty sure, that's an acceptable option considering that they banned both your high mobility assassins, the Fanny and the Ling. So yeah, they did really choke out Luke TZ on this draft, but they did pick out the Sicilian. Oh, okay, late game. Late game is going to be in their hands if they manage to drag it out.
Okay. Well, let's see how it goes.
Brody, really good. Brody is a really good lane opposition against the carry. Can't go wrong with that. But interesting. That's very interesting. A Saber roam pick. Will this cement their win in this tournament?
Let's see. We're going into game 2. Glory Guild 1-0 up. Best of 3. MOJO need this game to take it to best of 3. Glory Guild need to win this game to become 2-time champions of the Guilds Arena.
I'm pretty sure they respected the hell out of Luke Teasy because most of the time he's going to be the playmaker for MOJO. So what the intention of the Saber is to like really catch the assassin off guard. So I suggest that Luke Teasy should be building a tank build, Karina, so that objectives can. It's more on objectives instead of kills.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that like I get it. You really want the kills. You're an assassin. That's your job. But there are times where you really do need to do some more supporting instead of killing because that like the objectives, the goal distributions, especially for your team, farming and rotations, that's more important,
Right.
especially in the early game.
For sure makes sense, and we're seeing a little fight break out here in mid, but nothing crazy this early on.
The Wanderer is going into the hands of Glory Guild. Zeph taking super low, flickered in, very gutsy to secure that kill. The first blood going over to Glory Guild.
For sure, first killed there, and Zora needs to get out of there as well.
Oh, but Luke Teasy springing into action already onto Zora. Will she go with the final kill? Not quite.
Wow,
But
Sivgod with the
actually
backup.
secures it.
Yeah, that was impressive work, but they are being followed, and they're pretty low on health. But they managed to.
Trying to catch in.
They
A
got him.
flicker combo and the kill going over to Vision. Once again, the kill going over to Glory Guild. Yeah, a lot of battle spells being consumed in the early parts of the game.
Oh, what's going over up on top? Zeph goes down.
A revenge kill, Rautricity,
Yeah.
given the Ash DR.
2-2, man. It's panning out the same way as game 1 in the early stages.
Oh my god, another evenly matched fight. This is gonna be a slobber knocker of a match, banger.
Looking
Banger
forward.
after banger. Look at the mid lane. Okay, look at the mid lane. Vision is the one clearing the mid, so we know CEO Winter is level 4 already, so that's all she needs in the team fight there. But look at that triple sweep. Luke Teasy almost getting killed, super low, but the Joy manages to get her.
Wow, and it
Another
turns.
kill, another set of kills. Double kill going to the Kaja. Currently,
Yeah. So that was
3-1 trade.
is Luke Teasy worth going down 3 heroes? I don't know. It's a tricky toss up there, but he'll be happy that his team managed to back up his early work and make what he did useful.
3 kills in terms of gold. Oh my god. Okay, wait, hold on.
Civ got in
Zora,
trouble.
Sivgod pop the vengeance for the damage output. Sivgod does not have mana, but Zora does not want to overcommit for that kill.
Just gets back to the
I was about to
tower in
say-
time.
I was about to say 3 kills for a turtle. I think 3 kills is more. 3 kills is a better trade in terms
Right.
of the gold given to you.
Right.
So we're gonna see a fight.
Oh!
And two, holy.
Zora went down over here. Sivgod getting that. Missed it off screen. And then HDR gets vision,
Jump
but
Teasy.
Luke Teasy went down. And
Rautricity is
Rautricity
gonna
went
get-
down.
Double kill for Zeph. Zeref. Zeph and Zeref. Okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I gotta pronounce these names right. So yeah, a
Zeph
couple
flew back
kills.
to base. Oh, sorry. Zeph flew back to base.
Why they have to be in the same team? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's gonna be hard to pronounce their names.
Yeah,
in the team fight.
it's always gonna happen. Don't worry about it. Oh, Sivgod and Luke Teasy on Zeref, but he gets back out of there.
2v1 situation. I'm gonna have to take a look at the items here because Luke Teasy is orienting to the tank build. So good call, because you're in the eyes of the Saber. So if you go damage build, you're gonna be one shot. So, yep, really good decision to go for the tank build. But Arlott is gonna go for engagement there. A flicker force onto the Valentina there, but look at the suppression going on to Zora. Not quite happening, but Luke Teasy in control of the turtle. Will Zeref get that kill as Sivgod picking up the Valentina? Dre is the one that secures the turtle for his team. Meanwhile, Ashley Young on top a casualty there. So Zora got the 5 dashes, electrifying beat. Civ got not quite in the threshold of the kill. But meanwhile, on top, a siege onto the top lane. So a tower for a couple kills is kind of a wash. Teams are still neck and neck in terms of gold.
Yep, interesting stuff, and good fights going on all over the map. Zora in trouble, Sivgod gets it, but he's then going to be in trouble himself.
Unstoppable is Sivgod. So yeah, looking to be on a roll with that hero, but a 3v1 situation.
3v1,
I don't think it's gonna stick on that. Really
He
good.
should not have
really good
stopped to
punishment.
try and teleport there. He should have just kept running, and he might have lived.
Yeah, that's a shutdown on Sivgod. And that is what they needed. Exactly
Zeph
what
in
they
trouble
needed.
on the other side, though, and he goes down to 3 of them.
I don't know where you should be looking, the objective takes or the kills, because both teams are going ham at each other right now.
Right, it's really good stuff, and this time MOJO have the early advantage, although they did in the last match at points. It went right down to the wire. Will game 2 go right down to the wire as well?
At this point, I don't really know. It all goes down to like where the team fights should happen. Like
Right.
the team fights should be in favor of who? Like literally exactly who?
It's a hard one to answer, but Sivgod in big trouble, walked into the bush and just got eaten alive.
Another gank onto Sivgod. They know that he is a threat because currently his KDA now 5-2-2. 5 kills going to Sivgod, so they're okay. They know for a fact that he is going to be the one that you're gonna have to watch out for.
Right.
He is the playmaker. Currently the XP, really good gold so far, 4.4k in this matchup. So they really want to slow him down, and hopefully that's the turtle take. We're still
Luke
going
Teasy
over to
gets it.
Luke Teasy. Luke Teasy
Has to back out.
almost getting the kill
Gets
to Zora.
killed himself. Ow. Oh no, 2-on-1 down here on Sivgod again.
Triple sweep. He's not gonna survive that vision. Getting that killing spree.
Wow, 3 deaths, pretty quick succession. What a crazy game. That actually swung the kills back into Glory Guild's favor for the first time this match.
Sim's only 3 kills was from the ganks at the bottom lane.
Yep.
His only 3 kills, not elsewhere in the map. He gets ganked 3 times.
Yep, same spot. Basically in the same bush.
Yeah, like Vision, give me the engagement there. Like he was saying, "Yep, alright, he's a problem. Let's get him, man."
It worked.
And Sivgod is forced to build some defense. He is on his way to building the dominance eyes, but now the engagement there.
Oh,
The
Zora
engagement-
gets pulled in.
Zora getting
And CEO Winter might have jumped in too early.
nice set, but is it enough? For Winter, actually, Winter copied the ultimate. Zerif getting that kill, so double kill onto Vision. Then Luke Teasy looking to get that kill onto Zerif. He will. So many casualties.
Everyone
triple
going
kill on
down.
Vision. Eventually, he gets picked off 3-4-3 trade, a wash, but it's not enough. CEO Winter might die in the hands of Luke Teasy, and that,
Wow.
no, are they gonna go in? It's a chess match. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? It's going to be CEO Winter standing tall.
Wow.
Basically, you just want to fight. Not for objectives. You just want to kill each other.
Yeah, it seems that way. Great stuff though, and the match is still finally poised. We're going to see who can manage the end part of the game.
I have to say, the Saber pick really worked wonders in their lineup.
Right.
Because Luke Teasy really was forced to build a utility type Karina instead of like a damage dealer, but look at that, another engagement, a pickoff, once again going over to Vision. And now is going to be in favor of Glory Guild once again to take that Lord, but not if MOJO would have to say something about it. Zerif does manage to secure the Lord. Luke Teasy in a predicament, he gets picked off by Zerif. 2 casualties, but Sivgod manages to get 1. Will it be another? No, it will not. Vision is gonna get a kill. Currently, 1-3 trade, and the Lord still going over to Glory Guild.
Yeah,
They have the
that's-
advantage.
That has definitely given them some kind of advantage, and MOJO are going to have to regroup there and be a little bit more sneaky. They kind of timed going in for that Lord really badly.
Are you sure though, as Zeref really in a bad position there, he does manage to survive despite the light wheels from the carry there. CEO Winter does have the Divine Judgment. She's going to look for an engagement there. Got bitten by the Sanguine Claws by the Sicilian. Okay. I should note that Sicilian is a beastly, I think that's the word, beastly late game hero.
For sure.
Because he does get the stacks off his passive whenever he hits something with his bat impact, the flying stuff that you see from Sicilian. So the only hope for MOJO 1 is that they pan it out to the late game so that Dre on Sicilian would be the one to handle the late game for his team.
Civ
The question is, will it be? Oh my goodness! Another set of pickoffs for Glory Guild. Dre hasn't died yet. I'm looking at Dre right now. He did not die yet. So
Wow.
he's going to be he's going to be MOJO's only hope if they want to turn this game around, because right now he's gonna be capable of bursting down the Brody and the Saber, and I think I should say the Joy as well, because they do not currently have any sufficient magic defense. So I believe they should stay in the defensive until they have the right time to try to get those engagements. At best, they should try to look for punishments, because a lot of these heroes really want to go in. The Joy, the dashes, and the Saber for the engagements. Someone has to take one for the team to absorb the damage output. Maybe namely Luke TZ and Routricity on, with the the defensive items rather, so that the rest of the members can try to at least get those free hits, free damages for poking. You have those. Oh my God, Zora, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay,
Like
that's
that.
what I'm talking about.
Oh, but suppressed. Pulled in. Civ God goes down.
Pushing the engagements.
Luke
Oh, but
Tizzy
double
goes
kill.
down.
Oh my God, but look at the damage for the Sicilian, taking 2 members to low health. Okay,
Wow.
Zora, I can't blame Zora for the bush checking. I believe that is his job anyway. But in the faces of multiple members in that one area, yeah, that's a really bad punish. You wouldn't want to go there again. But they do manage to get a bit of a trade-off by taking out Civ God and
Luke Tizzy in
Routricity.
trouble again.
Whoa! Pick off again.
Yeah,
The beauty of the Saber.
he was too close to the Lord on his own there.
A massive KDA.
But there we go.
Whoa, Zora got picked off there.
And another.
Couple of crowd controls taking out CEO Winter.
Wow. Okay, that's what they need. It turned out to be a 2-for-1 in the end, and they
4 for 1, but the Lord is still going over to Glory Guild.
for sure.
Still in defense mode, but they are in the right track because they are getting their items, and their late game insurance are going to be quite in check in a few minutes, because the damage output of the carry, the true damage, you're going to need that. She already has her items unlocked on her way to the Wind of Nature, but the Sicilian, you saw how big of damage output that he has with his items, and he has penetration, so he's gonna bypass magical defenses. So would the Sicilian be able to turn this game around for his team? Because he hasn't died yet, and I believe that Glory Guild should have to keep an eye on him now if they want to secure this game.
And there goes the middle inhibitor.
Vision looking for an engagement there. Routricity flickered in, got Zep,
Pulled one,
and yeah,
pulled
really
another.
good. But the killing spree going over to Dre. That's a lot of damage output. Zora just got bursted there. Okay, 2 for 2 trade, but I believe MOJO 1 would suffice with that. I believe it will suffice for MOJO, but I don't think it will be in favor. Routricity, monster kill for Vision there.
Vision in
CEO
low. They're all
Winter,
low.
What in the world is going on with this match?
Wow, that was crazy. unbelievable stuff. And every time it looks like one team's about to shut the door. This time it's MOJO saying, nope, here's a couple of kills for us. We're staying in this.
They are staying in this. Indeed, they still have a fighting chance. I mean, like, two of the best teams in the current tournament so far. So it's a given that these things are gonna go haywire.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been by far the most fun set of matches, and we'll see how it pans out towards the end here. Finally, the middle turret goes down on Glory Guild's side.
A bit of vision. So far, they're gonna need that mid lane vision for MOJO 1. I'm looking at the items right now. Really good itemizations for the carry there, because Saber vision is phenomenal in this match, and they decided to respect that.
In trouble.
Hold on, oh, pick off. Okay, you do not want that. You should stay in the defensive. Yeah, I believe Vision got the ultimate there onto Civ God.
Yeah, I think so.
I was about to say they're trying to respect the damage output of the Saber, because look at the carry. She has antique caress, so she's not gonna get one-shotted by the Saber there, but a pick-off onto Zora. They're gonna suffice with that one-to-one trade so far in the Lord Dance. Electricity, godlike for Vision on the Saber. But look easy, getting set really low. Lord at 10%, who's gonna take it? Alzion is actually the one to get the Lord.
Wow,
oh my goodness.
they needed that. Luke Teasy
really
in big trouble, but Zeref
desperately
has to back off. Wow, great teamwork, great defense of their low health team member. And it's Glory Guild having to teleport back to defend this Lord this time. Fascinating stuff.
Massive breathing room for MOJO.
They really needed that for sure. And here it goes straight up the top lane.
As well as the super minions going on to the middle and bot. So they're gonna have to utilize this to take down the tier 2 turrets on those lanes. But the question is, will they? Because Glory Guild is still standing tall in the current position. 2 members, but look at that suppression there.
Good pull.
Vision almost getting picked off. Got the passive drive, the enemy's bane. Electricity getting picked off. CEO Winter actually gets a double kill onto Lutisi.
But CEO Winter goes down. Yeah, wow. So
CEO Winter.
2 for 1 in favor of Glory Guild right there. But the Lord's still alive. They've got to go and deal with that. So
they forced the team fight onto mid. That they kind of ignored the minions and the Lord. 2 towers getting taken out barely on the bottom lane. Lord on top, and the bottom lane almost getting seized, but it's basically gone at this point.
Yep.
So they're slowly getting to that point to where they need in order to secure their comeback.
Wow, interesting stuff, and we're going to see if they can do it. Glory Guild are going to try and shut the door. MOJO are going to try and take it to game 3. Let's see how it pans out in the final few minutes of this match.
They are getting their items in lock. So, yup, in terms of the gold, the kills, or whatever, in the state of the game, it's anyone's game, man.
For sure, it's been a tight one. Even game 1 was back and forth. This one's been similar. Glory Guild with a bit more of an advantage in this one, but not by much.
Not by much. And considering the itemizations, yep, full-on respect onto the damage output and the pick-off potential by Glory Guild. They have three antique harasses on the side of MOJO.
Yep.
Yeah, full-on respect.
Up. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, little bush sweep there, making sure no one was in the bush.
And considering it's 18 minutes, the Sicilian gonna be way online. And he hasn't died yet.
Yeah, he's still not died yet.
Has not died yet, which means he was constantly farming up the stacks. Electricity looking for an attempt for a pickoff. He figures in! What? How did he know? Dora! He forced to use the Vengeance. He's still alive so far. Got a couple of defense items.
CEO Winter stun picked off.
And that's 1 down for Glory Guild.
Wow.
So that is in favor of MOJO, but look at them, Lord.
Joy's secretly working on the Lord over there. But not so secretly now.
going inside. He found them. Zora is taking a little bit to 60%. But Roger City in the front line so far. He gets knocked up by the Lord Sanguine Claws. The damage output, the immortality getting popped. Will he get killed? Yes, he will. Who will the Lord get? That will be Luke Easy. Mojo 1-0 currently in the advantage in this game.
Wow, that absolutely turned the tides there. 2 kills and the Lord. And now they're going to be able to march onto these towers and let their Lord pick where, well, basically pick where
More
the Lord
damage.
wants to go.
Oh my god. F. Surprisingly picked up triple sweep onto the Kaja, whose immortality goblet getting popped. But eventually, Luke TZ gets taken out by Zora.
Electricity, but Vision!
Final sweep. Vision, he gets down. Dre with the mega kill. The damage output.
Oh my days!
Yeah, what is going on?
Wow. They chased them
They're
back
in
into that.
advantage.
I can't believe that they kind of just... There's a time not to over pursue, and that was the exact time not to do it, because now it's going to be 4-on-3 with the Lord.
It's 20 minutes left and 30 seconds on both of their respawn timers. A couple sweepbacks by the Arlop, and they will fight 2 pickups. It's the only thing with left to defend. Lord is so happy.
That's 1-1, guys. Unbelievable scenes. MOJO takes it to game 3, and what an incredibly close... Yeah, what an incredibly close matchup. We still don't know who we're going to be able to pick in game 3. 31-29. Look at that.
Man, the narrative says it all. I was looking at the Sicilian the whole time because he stayed low key. He was really low key, just going in with the farms and the stacks and the damage output that he has. And look where he got him, MVP 6-0-16.
Yeah, and he had no kills early on, right? Like I think he had 1 kill.
Low key.
Yeah, and then
Low key though.
as soon as he hit his end game build, just like you said, it went crazy. Great stuff there, and we'll turn it. I'll let you give a quick dissection of the stats, and then we'll get right into game 3.
So CEO Winter on the Sicilian, MVP of this game. He stayed low key in this match. He stayed really low key. Like, we didn't even talk about him. But as soon as we saw in the late game, that is when we realized that is going to be their key to victory. And like, much respect, kudos, massive kudos to the Rome Saber, getting the early pickoffs that they need for his team. Massive. They really respected the hell out of Luke TZ, but they decided that Luke TZ, you're not gonna be the carry for this team. You're gonna delegate that responsibility to someone else, and that is exactly what they did.
Yeah, it's impressive pivot,
and
yeah, impressive pivot, and let's turn right around and get into game 3. The 2 teams aren't going to want to wait too long while we dissect it, so great stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't get very in depth because I already exited out of the UI. So yeah,
that's fine. It happens.
I mean, I don't want to keep everyone waiting. We should just keep it on. We're in game 3.
That's the one. And I've asked the captains for an invite. We shouldn't be long. It will flip back round to the other side this time. It will be Glory Guild as the blue, MOJO as the red.
Oh my goodness! I can't even imagine on what's gonna happen in game 3. Will it be full on respect, full on action? Will they both go for tank junglers now? Like I think they should ban the Fredrin. Yeah, I think the Fredrin should be banned this time around.
For sure, and I think we may even see an Arlot ban this time around because the early game for Arlot was very strong as well. It didn't end up being great in the late game, but it was still very annoying early on. So we'll see on those. It's going to be very interesting. We're good to go. Both teams are in the lobby. My co-commentator Ray Ash here with me is also in the lobby. I've typed
Yep.
go in the chat, and that means that everything is ready and good to go, I believe. Here it is. Game 3 of the finals. This is going to decide it all. Will Glory
Oh my
Guild
God.
take it, or will MOJO take it? Glory Guild in the blue this time, MOJO in the red.
I stand corrected on the analysis. It was Dre on the Sicilian. My bad.
No worries, no worries.
but like, yeah, the performance, the positioning, and like where you on the timings on where you should fight is like very phenomenal, very phenomenal. But they did manage. They were like they were backed into a corner, but they really managed to turn it around. So what they have to do is take note on the hero's power spikes, whether it be on the state of the game or like the levels. They should have to watch out for it.
Yep, for
But
sure.
then again,
And here we
Glory Guild
see
still.
the first 4 bans so far are
Oh, gotcha.
I know a few of these. It's 1-1 and Faramis. Who's the other 2 on the left? That's Ling and
Annie.
okay.
Oh, they stole the Faramis from
Oh.
Xerath.
Okay.
Oh, that is interesting. They did secure the Kaja, and that was really noticed in the last game. But Sivgod manages to get his Arlot, and Luke Teasy stealing the Fredrin from Xerath. So drafting punches, it's like a boxing match. Punches left and right, like a dodge, and you got a hook. But who
Xavier,
will set the haymaker of a draft?
Xavier and Carrie, they're yep, interesting picks again. We've seen the Xavier band at some point. So what's HDR gonna do? It's the Sicilian again. Oh,
Okay.
it's Dre. They swap places.
No, like they still have their heroes. Dre on the Sicilian and
Right,
Seal,
right.
Seal Winter. He played the Valentina on the last match, but I digress.
Fair.
Akai,
Your memory's good. Akai ban.
Oh. Fair.
Okay.
I believe it's the pickup potential of the Akai. So, yep, they just banned what they fear that they don't want it to happen. So you can't blame them. You can't blame them.
Interesting.
They
It's
did ban
just
the Moscow though.
on the
Late-game
other
potential.
side. Yep, for sure. I saw that. It's interesting though, just because we haven't seen Akai come up that much in this season. And there comes Lolita for Routricity.
Well,
Wow, that's a name that
Really good-
tongue-ties me.
really good pick though. Lolita can block the projectiles of the Savior and the carry. So I'm not sure on how will they answer that. Oh, Goo, we haven't seen him in a long time. The Joy was open, Joy's on the table, but they're gonna suffice with they're hovering over those 2.
Glue's the final
Okay.
switch. And Barrett's.
Yeah, I haven't seen Glue in this series so far. It's all the joy. It's all the joy in the Arlot there. Ooh, okay.
Okay. And what was HDR's
Claude.
last pick?
It's the Claude.
Okay.
So really cementing up on their late game potential. I was about to say that MOJO is that right?
Yep. MOJO in the red.
MOJO picked the Claude. I was about to say Glory Guild should be drafting against late game competitions because they did secure the Arlot and the Claude. The Cecilia wasn't the first phase, so it clearly shows on what they want to do in their game. I wanted to suggest to them to like get some early damage so that they can like stop them in their tracks. Because we've seen early games, right? Early ending games ending in like 10 to 11 minutes. I want this, to be their key to victory, but this is gonna bite them in the butt if they went to the late game once again, because Dre really phenomenal on the Sicilian, and considering that HDR is on the Claude, really good late game damage as well.
Yep, it's going to be really interesting. And Vision steals the orange buff there.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is a really good start for Glory Guild.
Yep.
Okay, currently buffless is Luke Teasy. and that gives it like an overall experience share in favor of Glory Guild now.
Vision was seeing if he could steal the purple buff too, but he couldn't quite. Funny stuff. First blood
really
though.
had to get that.
Civ God goes
Oh,
down for
Zora.
MOJO over on the XP lane.
Zora still the early damage in favor of the glue there. Civ God disrespecting on what the glue could do because he doesn't have all of his skills yet, which he so desperately needs when he wants to fight.
Makes sense, and
You gotta respect that laning, the current state of the early game in the laning phase. If you don't have all of your skills, you shouldn't have to be fighting. You have to wait for your minions so that you're in a really good state on when you should be going in with your skills.
for sure makes sense. Oh,
Another
Civ God
kill going
goes
on.
down again.
Once again, massive respect. Usually you would try to go for the gold lane to prevent late game potentials, but in the XP lane, you just really want to give the XP lane a hard time.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Early start for Glory Guild, 2-0 up, and they get the first turtle. Let's see if they can start making those small wins snowball into something bigger, or if MOJO can do what they've done every game so far and get some kills and keep it close.
Yeah, massive wins so far for Glory Guild. They really want to choke out on the flow because
Vision couldn't steal it this
Whoa.
time, but was still trying.
it's an attempt though. Luke TZ manages to whoa. Zero six.
Secured
Zero
the
stole it.
purple buff, yeah.
Luke TZ doesn't have the purple. Oh my god. They clearly know what to do now. But another kill going over to Civ God.
That's
A
crazy.
death rider. What?
They're just picking on
okay.
him.
Well, there's a lot of history with Civ God being so confident with his plays on the Arlot, so they had enough of him, and that's just like long-term karma.
Maybe so, but Zora in trouble as well there, has to run. Interesting battle, and how that's going to pan out we will keep an eye on. Rautricity in trouble here, but gets back to where he needs to be.
Zeref, 3 members of the blue team. Glory Guild flickering in with the stun onto Zeref, but he does get the passive up. Listeners, welcome Num onto the Lita pause. He gets killed as well as Ashley.
Wow.
Look easy in exchange there. Look at the amount of kills left and right. Still, 4 to none. Clear win going over to Glory Guild.
Yeah, all because they couldn't quite get the Barretts down in health quick enough, and it just ruined them. And it left them all open, and they went down quickly. Great play there from Glory Guild.
And they managed to get the turret up on top, so vision advantage. The gold plates are still there, and they also have advantage onto the turtle. So clear early game win going over to
Glory Guild.
Glory Guild.
Yeah. Tough.
And that's not what you want to see.
breaks.
Electricity, nobody home on the Numenon Blast. Vision getting chased there. Dawning Light trying to get that poke. The Blazing Duet. HDR punishes Zeph. So they're finally on the board. Is MOJO.
Yep, 7-1, but they finally get that kill, and they had to force the others to retreat as well. So they'll be happy that they're finally getting into the game now.
It is onto HDR. So yeah, it's that's clearly who you want the kills and the gold to go to. Who you want to have. Claude is clearly the person that you want to give the kills and the gold to. That's what I'm about to say. He does have the Demon Hunter sword.
Right.
So yeah, he does have a power spike in his hands. Will that make a difference in the later team fights?
We're going to end up seeing very soon Civ God and Zora still battling it out down here. Luke Teasy coming in to help.
An attempt to put him onto his tower, but split out of the way. So yep, not a casualty, no casualties so far. But we're gonna see we're gonna see a continued fight ensue onto the XP lane on the right side of the map, trying to attempt to steal some neutral camps.
Yeah,
But
and Civ
oh,
God's
the
gonna
blue area though.
get out of
Blue
there.
area going to the mid lane there, flickering in Electricity, the tail end of the Numina Blast Kick getting onto Vision, but no casualties so far. Multiple low
Wow.
health members. Luke TZ trying to look for an engagement, nothing so far. You got a flicker in, Divine Judgment, and Electricity gets picked off. So another win, another pick off. So yeah, that they're gonna suffice with that. They're gonna be very happy, and Zeref is gonna, it's a bit of an opening. Who steals it? 2 retributions used, but it does go over to Zeref.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna see another one. Ash DR taking super low, and the spit on your face. Pause. Zeref taking the kill.
Wow. Glory Guild trying to shut this match down early, not giving any breathing room to MOJO. They need a
Luke
slight...
TZ.
Blue team
Zeref.
gets the next turtle as well.
Yeah, they do really need that, but what will MOJO do with this disadvantage there? Luke TZ, not really as flashy as he wanted to be with his jungling. He's on the Fredrin, more on utility, but like I'm pretty sure like they're not really that used to this type of play style. I'm assuming because they did really choke Luke TZ out with the
Yep.
drafting. They bought
Yep.
out the Fanny and the Ling. And I think they really know that those heroes are his specialty. And without those high mobility stuff, with the playmaking potentials, with those kills and such, yeah, that's gonna give them a hard time.
Yep, for sure. And turrets are going down as well now. We're going to see what can be done about it. Zeref level 12.
Oh my goodness, another pickup onto Civ God. He's not looking good in this match right now. Yeah, you really thought he's going very confident when he has the advantage, but when he's at disadvantage, currently a 0-4 on the KDA, he's looking really quiet, not very loud in this fight. You're gonna see another team fight, couple pokes, a couple jabs on each other, but nothing so far. But Glory Guild is eyeing onto the first tier turret. Electricity going in front, but look at the glue. Split. Looking for a grab. Will he? No, it will not, but he's running him out to get that tier 1 turret on the mid lane. Electricity getting the shields up. They're gonna back off. Zeph rather. Again, the
Civ
name
God
club.
takes so much damage when he gets hit. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he doesn't have defense items yet. I have to look at the itemizations currently. Zverev going on full damage, but he should build some defense if you want him to survive. He does have regen, but that is not enough. Glue Savior with the magic damage output. They do have the Lord. It's just an early Lord. Yeah, nothing too significant so far, except the Claw does have the golden staff, so he's gonna be able to melt some of his enemies like butter.
Yeah, for sure. And Turbo is in the chat. He's just put the eyes and like the shocked emoji at how good the play
this
is.
so...
And then Serge Collier, shout me out. You're shouted out, my dude. Welcome to the stream. We're in the final. This is game 3. Winner takes the prize.
Flicker in onto Electricity. He flickers out, and the light
Zeph
wheel
gets
manages to
him,
pick him
yeah.
up. As they are taking so much damage, the Blitz do it not enough to kill them. But Vision, he gets picked up by the Civ God. He's finally on the board there, but the Dawning Light kills off Civ God in punishment. Currently a 2-to-1 trade, but will towers be taken out? Yes, it will. The bottom inhibitor is going to get destroyed. The Lord at 25%. They're going to set their attention onto the middle lane inhibitor. And yep, more vision advantage going over to Glory Guild. It's still not looking good so far for MOJO. But then again, they have the Sicilian. They do have the Sicilian, but he's not quite farmed enough to tell if he's going to get the damage output that he needs.
Yeah, they're going to need to do something a little bit different here. Maybe a defensive cluster, maybe some kind of just some kind of crazy bum rush, like in one of the team fights, something different. To get themselves a bit of breathing room. In the last game, they managed to steal a Lord. Let's see if they can do something similar.
Yeah, but right now they're not gonna take any chances of going into the late game and the threats of the Sicilian. They really want to end this game fast.
Quite
11 minutes into the game and two inhibitors destroyed. That's not what you want to see in this stage of the game.
right.
Basically.
Yeah, it's really early. Did Luke Teasy get that orange buff? I think he just did.
No, he does not. He does not get the orange. He doesn't have any circle under his feet.
Wow. Okay, that's some bad
Yeah,
timing.
yeah, more of a choking of resources there. He doesn't have any physical damage output, but you're gonna suffice a pick up onto Vision. He flickers out. He's still alive. Numinum Blast did not quite
Wow.
make any difference. Oh, the damage, the tankiness of the Kaja manages to keep him alive.
Yeah, just about there, but it was very close, and unfortunately for MOJO, those are the little things that have not been going their way in this game. If they'd have managed to get a kill there, they might have been able to, you know, get some breathing room, but as it stands, 9,000 gold disadvantage and a 10 gold disadvantage, and here's the next Lord.
Actually, it's 11k.
Oh, wow.
About 11k.
Yep.
Yeah, the Lord has been spawned there. A very gutsy conceal play. They're trying to get the contestation, but will they have the facilities to do so?
Probably not, but they're going to focus on killing Zora instead.
Yeah,
Which
zoned out.
might-
Kill it up to Nukem Blast. Appraiser's Wrath. They did get a pick up.
But
They did get a pick up
Rautricity
off the
got killed too.
A trade there. Zip get a double kill.
Astria.
Dre flickers out of the Tetanus Welcome. So, two members down currently. I believe they're still gonna defend it. Astria is 20 seconds. You're gonna rely on Dre and Sivgod for the wave clear, but Lord marching on mid. Will they be able to defend it just in time to have full members, to have the full damage output? Luke teasing super low. Another pickoff. Unstoppable is the carry. The Lord is marching in. Sivgod gets picked off there. And look at the free hits. It's over.
Oh, free hits.
It's she wrote. That is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Your champions are 2 times champions. Glory Guild 1.
Correct. Glory Guild 1. Congratulations to you. The prizes will be paid out in 3 days after the event. So, yeah, we'll take this opportunity to shout out our sponsors whilst I'm talking about the prize pool. Big thanks to Lootbox Fund. Viewer reward tickets will also be claimable in 3 days. If you picked the Glory Guild for your team, you will get a $2 share of the prize. And obviously for second place, there's a $25 prize for MOJO. Really good game there, guys. The best game we've seen in the GuildsArena. Yeah, I'll let Ash take over and talk about the stats a little bit.
It went. Yeah, it's clear that MOJO would want to go once again into the late game, which in a way it did not happen because like they prevented the power spikes of the Sicilian, maybe as well as the Claude. They didn't manage to match up against the damage output and defensive capabilities of Glory Guild. And with the early game as well, the 3 deaths onto Sivgod, they really hate him. They hate him so much.
They had to go for him.
3 times in the early game.
That was a big
Which is-
tactical play, and it really helped. I think it's got to be said that
Do not fault him though. Do not fault him for a really bad performance looking at this KDA. But that is just what they really wanted to do with the laning phase
Right.
in the early parts of the game. And they did really go into plan with Zora getting that early kill in the XP lane. So that really gives them much more openings for rotations on the map and clear what you say, like rotations and pathings on where they want to go in the exact times
yes,
to
for
get
sure.
those kills and openings for the objectives. Seraph currently is the MVP, 309 on the KDA. Just taking a lot of damage with the engagements. But then again, you have CO Winter. Give credit to everyone there. CO Winter and Seraph with the damage output, as we see in the stats there.
Yep, and if we're looking at the data, like, yeah, teamfight participation was really good for those guys as well. And
Also with the team fight participation, their vision flickering in and getting the pickoffs that they so
Yep.
desperately needed.
right, it was
Like
impressive work.
HDR, like look at HDR, Routricity. They like understandable that they really want to go in to try to deal as much damage and CC as possible, but the pick-off capabilities from the Kaja and the Barretts just bit them in the butt. And Dre, still props to the Sicilian, not really dying really as much with the Sicilian, but it's still a disadvantage because you're technically not in the fights, so you're not in the fights as much. You're not your presence is not there, and they clearly took advantage of the lack of presence in those parts of the game. Like the Claude and Sicilian, they're really weak in the early game. They have to capitalize on that, and considering that they ended in the 13-minute mark, that really was the key to victory for Glory Guild.
Yes, for sure, and that's exactly what we said, right? They need to do this one early and quickly, and they knew it too, and they did it, and really good stuff. Really good stuff all round, and a great tournament, a great season. That brings an end to Season 5 of GuildsArena. We'll be back at the end of March with Season 6. I want to say a big thanks to all of the teams that participated, not just the winners, not just the semi-finalists. We had good games the entire way through the tournament that helped make this final so exciting. So thank you to everyone who competed. Big thanks to Ray Ash, my co-host, co-commentator for the event. He's been absolutely amazing again at helping all of us understand what picks are happening and why they're happening. So big thanks to you, my friend, on that. And again, a big thanks to our sponsors, Lootbox Fund for the viewer rewards tickets. Join our Discord. Stay tuned. The next 3 days, those will all be paid out. And of course, the UGE, Underground Esports, our tournament platform provider. They pay the players' prize pool, and that will also be paid out in the next 3 days. So congrats again to the winners. Congrats again to MOJO for second place. And congrats to everyone who was a part of Season 5. We'll be back bigger and better for Season 6. And I'll let you have the last word. Thank you guys so much. Nice.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me in another tournament set in stone in the history books. So excited with these matches and the current meta, by the way. There's just so much pandemonium with these matches, especially with the finalists. It's just absolute phenomenal, a spectacle of a match, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Yes, for sure, and we'll be happy to have you back for the next season. There may be a 2-week break in the mini tournaments for Tag League, but GuildsArena will be back at the end of March for sure. Stay tuned for announcements on that. Season 6 will be coming your way, and there'll be highlights packages of Season 5 coming out in the next few days. So stay tuned to the YouTube, the Twitch, the Facebook. They'll be everywhere. You'll be able to see them. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. See you